Today's episode of No Offsides has been brought to you by Northern Tokes. Northern Tokes, be open. No offsides, no offsides. Welcome to No Offsides.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Offsides Season 2. It's pretty awesome. I don't know. We've been kind of pondering about things literally for probably like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We haven't even filmed anything yet. But we got there's a lot. There's so much going on. We got puck going on with a draft, which is pretty awesome, and we've got almost every skill level that there could be in that puck. So we've evened everything out. It sounds like I missed it this week, but it sounds like it's pretty fun. You guys were in a close one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was going back and forth with Sassman on that wonderful website we have set up. I don't know how the score was for a game. I think it was like 6-3 or 7-3, something like that. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was.
Either way.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
But Sassy, shout out again to you. That website's awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody's had to go on there and register and everything. So there's so much happening. Like I said, with the puck division going on, we've got an 8-team ball division, which is amazing. It's awesome to not have to play the same guys like just repetitively. For me, at least, I think that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's nice to play. Like I'm on the Bunnies and we're going to play some pretty good teams this year, and that's good for us. So, because we can only be as good as who we're playing against, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun with this 8-team division. What else we got happening?
Oh yeah, 8-team, 4-team puck.
The 4 teams. So yeah, in total, it's like 12 teams. That's
with the draft,
insane.
Which, your boy Tyler.
And
I got a team this year in there, so.
Yeah, I got the captain one of the puck teams with the draft.
Grizzled veteran Brent Henry,
Which
first overall.
Lord Thunder.
I heard you wore a suit or something. I didn't hear it. I saw it.
I wasn't
Brent
there.
wore a suit.
I wasn't there.
Let's leave it at that. Handsome fellow, but
Curious to know if he wore his hat too.
I think he had a toque on or something like that. But yeah,
Anyway, boys, so this week's going to be a little bit different than the most weeks. We're not going to talk about any stats this week. We will run through the scores of the games quickly, but we're going to break down each roster.
yeah, so this is kind of something like
In the ball divisions, and then puck breakdown will be next week.
Yeah, I know there's still a couple of changes.
There's guys I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of fresh new faces and stuff like that. So next week we'll do the puck player reviews. But we'll dive into the scores this week. We'll just go straight in and we'll tell you the scores of puck. Like you said earlier, what are you on? Team? I called you team co-host. Not having your own team, but Team Stevie beat you 7-3. Sounds like it was a close game.
Honestly, I mean,
you said some of your new guys got snake bitten. They
I mean, we had
in the net, but that's all right. Chances are what you
it
want.
wasn't even that, honestly. Like I would go down to one person, and that's Jeff Kingdon.
Yeah. So
I haven't played too much against Jeff personally, with him being a tier 1 goalie. I mean, I scored on you once, Jeff. Thank you for that, puck. But this was probably hands down the best game I've seen Jeff play in any game.
He's pumped. He's ready.
Oh,
so what was the other one? Did you watch the other one? Or my team?
Oh, I had to timekeep.
Camisa?
I was timekeeping it.
Team Camisa beat
Vecino had a really big lead, but Camisa
by himself.
40 goals.
Next week, Camisa more assists though. 8 goals, 1
He's
out.
yeah. He got his one.
But I'm respecting.
I think I just gave that to him
I'm
because I didn't want him
respecting
to
the 8
feel
goals
that.
more than my joke says, right? But that was it. 12-9.
Yeah.
Camisa's team over Vecino.
I think how many points does Sassman have? Oh, I know he had at least one wipeout. So
Not quite.
that was the stat I was keeping for him. But
I'm not quite sure.
no, they did well for sure. I mean, Vecino was Vecino, but Camisa was Camisa.
We'll just
But yeah.
say he went 0-2 this week, though, because our bunnies got smacked. We lost.
Well, okay, I was gonna say that was the first game, so it's
Yeah,
that.
we lost pretty bad, 14-7. It's not the best of the bunnies.
When's the last time the bunnies scored 7 goals? Though that's no shot at Jurgen, but that's a plus in its own right, isn't it? Almost. I mean, yeah.
No, but that's not even the best from the bunnies. Our new free agent signing. We'll go through that later.
Yeah,
let's do that later.
Let's give
the next game was Swamp Donkeys and the Amigos. Most of my time was outside being responsible.
partaking.
But it was 11-7
Yeah, I watched the
Donkeys
end of that
over the
one.
Amigos. High scoring game, lots of offense. Then we had the Warriors, and I know they're Dirty Mike and the boys, but I'm not going to say Dirty Mike and the boys every time. So you guys are just the Dirty Boys. I don't well, on here at least. So the Warriors beat the Dirty Boys 8-4, and the Stallions had a fairly close one with the Mutts and lost 8-5 Mutts over the Stallions. So I didn't see that one either. I had to leave just before that one had started, I think.
Yeah, I watched. I think a little bit of that when I was timekeeping.
You were in the
and then
timekeep box.
I passed it on over to someone else so I could get ready.
Oh yeah, you had your puck game, right?
Former timekeeper Liz helping out there, so shout out to you, Liz. Thanks for that.
Oh, good honor.
Mr. Fudgy was playing there, and
True. Okay, well then let's get into that. Let's get into
yeah,
the rosters. And we'll go, you can read my writing. It's not as bad as yours.
no,
but you go the first one, I'll go
Can't
the
write,
second
I can
one.
read.
And I want to hear your opinions on these guys without, you're no offside, so you can say what you want. Some of them you won't know. Maybe I should do the first one. Do you know a lot of those guys? There's a couple.
You know what? I'll give it to you just because I want to do the.
You want to do it?
I want to do the bunnies, but.
So the first team here is Dirty Mike and the boys.
If you don't know the first one, though, I can't help you out with that guy because we played ice hockey together.
Michael?
Yeah,
I love the guy.
me and Michael Bryan played some ice hockey together.
Jeremy Hogel, tender, is the captain
Who's that guy?
of Dirty Mike and the boys. He took a season off. It shows. He was on the bike.
I think he had to ice his bruises from his no
He
chest
was on the
protector.
bike. He looks good. He looks fit. So he's ready to
The
go.
e-bike?
But I don't know.
Love you,
I don't
Hobo.
know if forwards or defense yet because that kind of stuff changes and whatnot.
Exactly. We're not doing that.
But
Not our pay grade.
we're gonna go through their roster. We got Michael Bryan. Michael Bryan is a smart hockey player. You can tell Michael Bryan has played hockey his whole life, which is basically what you want. He's gonna command the ball. He makes smart plays. He doesn't really go outside of his element. He just makes sure that he does what he's needed to do, right? And then we move on, and we got the kid Sebi. Sebi from the Assassins last year.
Little fireball.
Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Sebi. Manolfi? Sebi Manolfi.
Manafoli. Yeah, we'll get it.
Correct me.
We'll get it, Sappy. We'll come talk.
You're a hell of a hockey player.
Yeah.
You've got one wicked shot. I want you to stop trying to dangle the defenseman that last opportunity. Just rip a shot and then try and walk by the defenseman and get a rebound. You have a wicked, wicked shot. Next, I don't know who he is. I'm going to assume that he's friends with another guy, Patrick Carroll. I know he wasn't there this week because I got to watch most of that game. So looking forward to see what Patrick Carroll brings out. Next guy I was really excited to see. It's been a few years. I actually got to play with this kid. He's young. I asked him, I think he said he's 22 or something now.
Wow.
Maybe it was a bit older. I'm not quite sure. But he's a wicked guy. And Taylor Remzar, oh my God, I'll tell you, he scored one fucking beauty of a shot. I know he had more than one, but I saw the one for sure. One hell of a shot. Once he gets the rollerblades figured back out, he's going to be just fine. Then we're moving on to Stuart Nixon, another great little hockey player. Stuart's a smaller guy, but he's got one heck of a hockey IQ. I even mentioned to him on the bench the other night, one thing I like about Stuart, and I don't want to give it away, but he's really good at one-touch passes. You give it to him, and like
Okay, yeah.
not in bad situations either. And it's not like he's afraid, like and just tries to get rid of it. Like he makes a nice give and go, and it's just on a stick, off his stick. So Stewart's one to watch for sure. There's another one I don't know here, in Matt Magnus. Looking forward to meeting a Matt Magnus. That's one hell of a hockey name anyway. So Matt Magnus. Next name I got here is an old Durham inline guy that's come back, Mark Caskanet. Mark's a good, solid defenseman that's played the game for a long time. Makes few and far mistakes, or like few and far in between, because he just, again, he's a guy that doesn't go outside his element. He knows he's a defenseman. He's like a Brian Marchment type of defenseman for sure. And then the last two guys who are the guys that are the leadership of this team for sure. You got Amir Akbari. Everybody in the league knows Amir.
One of my favorite defensemen.
Yeah, his experience, I've talked about it before, his experience is amazing. And then you got big bad Jay Saucier.
Can't go wrong there.
Right? That's a leader. He's got a heavy shot. He knows what he's doing on the floor. But I chirped him this week. If you're playing defense, Sauce, play back, play defense, use your shot.
Now, one thing I saw about Sauce, I don't know if it's just because he's slow, but he's always the last one out of the dressing room. So,
and he's there fairly early too. I don't know why. Maybe he's just
likes being there.
His rituals and things he's got to do, fully gear up, right? But so that's Dirty Mike and the boys with Jeremy Hogle.
Welcome back,
Hogle. I can't wait to play against you boys. Moving on.
We got the Dust Bunnies.
The Dust Bunnies.
Fourth season now? I think we're in our fourth season.
Fourth year, season. Yeah.
Still got Wally King as the captain. We try to get rid of him, but he just doesn't go away.
Wally's where I am. Wally is.
Well, Wally's a good guy.
Right, buddy?
Man of very few words, but he'll give you a couple chuckles. It's good enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna do this in not the order you have it here, because I'm gonna kind of switch it up a bit.
You're gonna read it by your favoritism.
No. We're gonna start off with the newbie, Billy Urquhart. Billy, we didn't see you, bud, so we don't know what to expect, but we have big expectations for you.
I'm hoping that we continue to talk about Billy.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you there, Billy, and we'll get that going. One of my favorite guys, not one of my favorite players. Sorry, Ahone, but one of my favorite guys, Chris Ahone. What can I say about that guy? Probably not enough, but yeah.
Nice goal.
Thanks to my beautiful assist. Anyways.
Tyler Phantom Daniel, ladies and gentlemen.
Phantom assist. That's your opinion and no one else's. We don't have cameras in there, so we can't go back and check. Anyways, Saxon's going to go remove it. Take it away from me. Ahone, one of the hardest workers in Durham Inline, honestly. Yeah, right. And that's not knocking anyone else. Just an absolute workhorse. Maybe likes to hold the ball a little bit too much sometimes, but makes up for it in his effort and his
Ahone, you just gotta take a peek before you.
And almost like that confidence thing. Like
just take a look before you fire.
He's been doing it for so long.
Or carry, because you're quick.
My boy Aaron Stapley, me and Aaron.
4 point Stapes. My boy 4 point Stapes.
Unreal. That's no phantoms there.
Serious.
He was playing well. We switched him up to forward, and the guy found
my Thomas Holmstrom after the game.
Guy found a scoring touch playing up now, so good for Aaron. I mean, not the biggest guy in the league. Probably not.
Yeah, he is. He's got the biggest heart in the league.
Yes,
Bar none.
Yeah, for sure.
Bar none. Bye.
He hates not being there. Yeah, I think he's only missed a couple for us, but when he's there, he tries his little butt off, and I love having the guy on the bench. He's great.
Easy to play with. I'll tell you.
For sure, yeah.
And Leach will attest to that too.
Yeah, well, I played ice hockey with Aaron. I played puck with Aaron. I've played a bunch of different things with Aaron. So me and Aaron we've been on a couple different teams together
for a reason.
Oh yeah, for sure. My boy Sassman, Sassy.
Website
boy.
Kyle
T-shirt boy.
Sassman.
T-shirt boy, website boy, convener boy.
Yeah.
He's not a boy though. He's a man. Sass man. Sass man. All right.
You know what? I know this is your turn, but I want to talk about Sassman.
I will allow it.
Like, I'm not saying like we demand or this and that, but like if you need a ref, Sassman will probably jump out of his game. Sassman has jumped out of his game to ref. Yeah. If you need a timekeeper, Sassman will timekeep. If you need a t-shirt, Sassman will give you his t-shirt. Sassy, keep being you, top shelf. Let's go. Keep moving on.
I was gonna say if you're even good enough to know Sassman even a little bit better like us, maybe his wife will cook a meal or two for you because we had a whole Bunny's barbecue.
That was a fun one.
But yeah, no Sassman.
What was it? NHL 23. We won. Me and Al.
Yeah. Whatever.
And me, I scored with Austin Matthews in the shootout to win the thing. Me, Austin Matthews.
Anyways,
that's not anyway.
Yeah, no, Sassman. Well, I was just gonna say Sassman, just ultimate teammate. Like you said, will give the shirt off his back to you and more.
Damn right.
Even if you don't want it, he'll give it to you.
Damn right.
Keenan Doucette. What can I say about Keenan?
Well, you gave him that lovely pass.
I told him, I was like, "You're getting one today, Keenan," and you got one. I love Keenan, man. I mean,
watch out for Keenan next week.
Like. Just an absolute teammate, but he's
I think
so underrated.
Two in puck.
So underrated, but the stats show otherwise. He's not underrated. Oh yeah, he was. I told him, I was like, "You are our best player for
Snipe Sally kid, that a boy."
No, just a great guy, and like again, another guy I played on a couple teams with him. I played shinny ice hockey with him. Just great guy. Again, another guy, very few words, but if he likes you, he'll chat to you. Yeah. He's a nice guy, works hard, and he'll give all he's got.
I agree.
Who's this guy? Tyler Cahost, Daniel?
Co-host.
Cahost. What can I say about that guy? I mean, finally scored.
Should have
First game.
Tyler Phantom. Daniel.
Yeah, Phantom assist, Daniel. Yeah, don't let me hear the stats anymore, Sassy. Apparently I've been abusing it according to this guy. I think he's got a couple things he can do better this year. Maybe not have as many temper tantrums.
Attitude goes a long way. Your temper tantrums suck.
Just try to have fun again out there.
That's exactly it.
Be there for the boys, enjoy the boys, and enjoy the run, and pot a couple goals. And help out the boys.
Defensively, too. Get back. Show Wally that you care. Let's go, kid. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. Another one of my favorite human beings. Michel Savoie.
Whoa. The New Brunswick.
Our new French import.
The New Brunswick native.
Oh, I love Sav. I love Shelley, Sav, Savoie, Savoy, Michael, Michelle, whatever you want to call him. Man of many names, but he'll give you a little chuckle every time.
Don't call him late for dinner. That's for damn sure. Great.
Great. Another great teammate. He always tries. I mean, gets maybe a little in his own head sometimes, kind of similar to your boy here, but he's a little bit frustrated.
He's
but
fun though.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. Fun. Yeah, in and out of the dressing room
for sure,
and in the showers too. I'll keep it at that.
That's a funny chat thing.
Number 1 shot blocker in the league.
One guy will try to argue that, but I
was gonna say I know who that is, but
my guy.
Ryan Fleetwood, which I don't know who Ryan is, but I know who Fleeter is.
Fleetwood,
whatever you want to call him, but unreal teammate, unreal guy. I got kicked off the DJ already.
He kind of carries the load for us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You guys really fully seeing that? He kind of carries the load for us.
Absolutely. Just stand-up guy. I mean, he asked us, he's like, should I take the cage off this year? No, because I think he had about 2 block shots with his head. Our Bunny's championship. So, oh, God, yeah.
I saw him.
Fleeter, we love you. Don't get yourself hurt. But, man, I've never met anyone that just cares less about putting their body on the line than him.
It's not about caring less about putting his body on the line. He cares so much about you and I and everybody else that he'll put his body on the line in order for us to win. Fleeter's the bomb.
Who we got? Okay, I'm going to skip that one. Save it for the big finale.
Yeah. Good idea.
Keith Bowman.
Number 5.
Keith. What can I say about Keith?
All right? I know. Don't ever call me that.
Bowman got me my start here. I wouldn't be here without Bowman. Bo, whatever you want to call him. Played ball hockey with Bowman. I've had chats with
Been around
him.
a while, man.
Been to his house. Played video games. We've had dinner together. Everything under the sun, in and out of the arena.
With Bowman,
Yeah.
you're stuck for life, right?
He's getting a bit older, but that shot is not going anywhere.
Well, that's what I say. I've been around a while. I've played with a lot of fellas. I've never started a podcast. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Right?
My pops, Keith Bowman, we needed you back, buddy. That's for sure. That morale. But this next guy, I'm very excited.
Our big signing.
Very excited to announce.
If you guys know, but this is huge for the Bunnies.
I might butcher this, but I have a little bit of a French background with my family here. But Jesse Beaulieu, welcome to the Bunnies.
Jesse, bud, we're so
Holy
excited.
cow!
And it's odd because Jesse's a man of few words too.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like
which is funny because
the two of us talk so much, we build ourselves around quiet motherfuckers.
He's big buddies with Shelly, and he likes to talk too. So
it's amazing.
I love it though. But we've been trying to get Jesse on the Bunnies for a bit, and it just kind of didn't work out time wise. But he finally said, "Let's do it." So
and he's excited.
Yeah, we got him. And
he's excited.
We're coming for you guys now.
Honestly,
that I think what we needed was a guy like that.
All the way up. Watch out, boys.
Enough of the Bunnies, because this is going to be a 40-minute, probably 90-minute podcast at this point. But
so let's go. We're jumping into the Amigos. One of my favorite teams from last season for sure. Their captain, Georgie Calvis.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing. If anyone has him on Facebook, that guy probably has one of the best profile pictures I've ever seen. If you don't know what it is, you got to go look it up after this game. Look up on Facebook. Two girls on his side. That's all I have to say.
Georgie, forget the girls. You're a good hockey player, a good leader. Your amigos are looking good. Your new goaltender, Sid Davis. Sid might not have had his best one last week, but I'm telling you, Sid will show up week in, week out for you guys and put everything on the line.
I've seen a lot worse from Sid.
Sid is my guy. Keep riding it out with him. Sid, keep pushing for the Amigos. Then we're going into their top goal scorer from last year, Brendan Loken.
Yeah.
Another guy. I watched him score a nice goal the other night. We got Chris Sagan, who is one of the hardest working mothers I've ever seen. Keep being you, Chris. Then we got Josh Sutton, who goes under the radar, which I've been watching these Amigos. Sutton, you got a good IQ. You're doing just fine. I think this guy potentially is new. Jordan.
Yeah, I think they got about 2 or 3 new guys. So yeah.
And he might have been the guy that I talked to at the end of last game. You could really tell he's an ice hockey guy.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's a good ice hockey player. He's gonna figure it out. These guys got some of the best names ever too. I'll tell you. They got Dan Van Winkle. Van Winkle. I don't care if you're good, bad, big or small.
That's one of the best names.
Yeah, you got a great name. You got Justin LaBelle. Then you go as plain as can be, and Mike Robinson. So
I think those 3 are new, if I'm not mistaken.
Show me some stuff, Mike Robinson. Yeah, because this next one I remember for sure is Josh Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle, I know he put up a few. I think Guilfoyle actually put up numbers like closer to the end of the year in playoffs too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know we're gonna run through these ones a little quicker now because I think it's going to take forever. We still got quite a few teams. But the Amigos are going to be a friggin' good team to watch this year. When we do our power rankings and stuff, we'll maybe start that next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look for the Amigos to be pretty high up in the power rankings. And speaking of high up in the power rankings, we'll give you another team of guys you're really familiar with. You just stand and watch them in the showers.
Yeah.
The Mighty Mutts.
Mighty Mutts. Former champions. You got to say former now because we're in our new season. But yes, exactly. Reigning. You're right. Scotty Armstrong's team. Got a couple other Scotties though this year.
Let's hear them.
Scotty Shoe.
Scotty fuck.
The Shoe Brothers.
You know,
The
Scotty
Shoe Brothers.
is my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Scotty and Braden.
Yeah. Scotty and Bray.
That's
Shoes.
it's a good duo. I think.
Good pair of shoes to have.
I know I wasn't there for that one, but I think that's a good little slogan.
Thanks, I thought so.
But Braden, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, kiddo. It's been a while.
Yeah, and we got, I believe, another set of at least family members, as far as I know, here in Chase and Dustin Wilson. Two newer guys, I'm pretty sure, both brought in by Mr. Stevie,
Goodfellow.
But yeah, I saw Dustin play. I think he was playing against our team. I think he plays puck. I don't know if Chase played puck, but both of them were awesome for their ball game as well.
Filling in anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. So I think they're both gonna end up playing probably in some capacity. So look forward to seeing more of you boys, and brings us to the Stevies. Steve-O, and I know. Steve-O and Stevie. Steve-O, I think we're seeing a little bit less of this year. He's I don't know. I think he's making his own schedule or whatever. They got a couple different things.
Work schedule.
I don't even think we need to really even talk about Steve-O. If you don't know who Steve-O is, that's your fault, honestly.
Fun motherfucker. I'll tell you.
Find the guy with the goofy looking glasses and
holy Jesus, boys!
Those jerseys. He's got the jerseys for days. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Unreal guy.
Sweet. Dude.
Another amazing guy.
Stevie, the best part about the league, everyone would say, we're like, great dude, great guy, awesome guy. It's the best part of the third man line.
Stevie Goodfellow.
Pretty good guy.
I can say a bunch about that guy.
Decent guy.
Gets a lot of crap, but you know what? He's a good kid, and he works his butt off, and maybe not in all aspects of the game at all time, but
crap because he just battles and works and battles.
Just naturally good hockey player. But
what he knows.
I know he's partying it up in Jamaica. I think he's back now, but who knows what condition he'll be in. Who knows?
No, he's raring to go. He's ready.
He's never going to be out of the picture there. But and then just basically kind of going back to some of the regular guys. Actually, I'll say this guy first, Riley Martin. I don't believe I know who that is. I believe so. But we can go back to some of the regulars here. Ian McDonald.
Solid D.
Sean Baldock.
Solid D.
Wait,
Sean, playoff MVP.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then Leacher
in net, who's just seeming to get better and better as time goes on.
Ian, great guy, great defenseman.
Leach likes net so much he's not even playing out in a ball. He's just rather play net. Just
all around great guys there and a good team. And
it's a pretty solid team.
And I'm thinking that maybe they were the tier 2 champions, but I could 100% see them maybe even having a good run again.
Yeah.
And that's not putting that lightly. I mean, they beat a really good Stallions team.
Well, they are a solid team.
But yeah, we're excited to see how that goes.
And I haven't even seen the 3 rookies yet, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. So
I've heard good things. So that's 4 of the teams. We still got 4 to go. We're almost half.
It's a new team, but to no one's surprise, we've seen these faces before, and a couple guys that have come back that have taken a little bit of a break. But let's go there.
I'll tell you, they probably got the coolest jerseys in the league. I like them, man. That's my era. And
all right.
Stuff.
I mean, they got that little tramp stamp sticker on the back of their jerseys there.
Wheeling around.
What's that called? Oh, that's what they call it. Wheeling around. Yeah.
That's a good listen to, guys.
Yeah, check them out too, guys.
This team is NWR, captained by Wheeling Around Podcast's founders.
Yeah.
Shane Clark. Shane Clark and their other guy, Dan Ribeiro.
Yeah.
Those two are they hold hands when they come into the ring. It's cute.
Couple bunny hoppers on that team.
Let's go through them, though. It's funny because you say bunny hoppers, but it's not even just bunny hoppers. You had Shane Littlefair, who was on the Stallions last year, Scoop. Then you had Zach Wright, who was on the Bunnies last year, Scoop. Then you had Patrick Landry, who's the goalie for the Donkeys. Scoop-ish, kind of. He's playing out now. Yeah. You had Broadbent playing for the Mutts, Scoop.
That's a big scoop.
Yeah. But then you got Dan, who was on the Bunnies. Dan obviously went with his handhelder, but that's a good thing because you want to play with your buds. It's a real good thing. But they brought in some new blood, which I like. My buddy Joe Slapshot of Catalano, Like, that guy's fun to watch.
What a beauty. Great guy.
That guy's really fun to watch.
Such a nice guy. Like I
Super
think
nice guy.
just
I'm
even-
excited
yeah.
you're finally on
Yeah.
a team in
Love it.
Durham inline. And
We love
he
it.
joined Puck too.
Yeah.
So Joe, rock solid, Catalano. Happy to have you, buddy. Another fresh new guy is Steve De Silva, who, if you don't know who he is, got to go to the stats.
5 goals. Is that good?
Should tell you who he is. You've got Shane's brother, Kyle Clark.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's hard to play against. Works real hard. Then you've got
Who's
what's
that?
it? Yeah,
Who's that guy?
Tyler Lanzarota,
I believe on the street they call him
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh yeah, that too. Lanzo.
Lanzo, stop breaking sticks. Lanzo's a funny dude.
Breaking hearts and breaking farts,
all I'm
breaking
gonna
sticks.
say. And then they got a
Yeah.
really good
Okay.
goaltender this year, Jurgen von Kaiser. Actually,
I got my one on him.
Jurgen has the best name in Durham inline.
Probably
Best
the
hockey.
best accent. Like,
Jurgen von Kaiser.
Best accent.
That's amazing.
In the league, for
Jurgen, you're a good goalie. I know it was tough for you to play that one. We talked about it. Good game. Good game. Moving on. What's that team called?
Yeah. Swamp. Tier 1. Donkeys.
What?
Herman.
Another long timer.
Never heard of that guy. He's playing puck too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Good to see him out there.
Right.
He was there with him and Leach were all buddy, which is funny because I don't think I've ever seen the Donkeys and the Assassins get along that well before. But
We're all friends.
yeah, exactly.
The best part of it.
Yeah, exactly. No hard feelings and nothing's left off the floor. But
Right?
Matt Heminger, unreal player.
Scores a few.
Yeah, good goal scorer. Tyler Smith, another Tyler. Smitty.
I wanted to put Tyler No Point Smith. But
You got
I
some
know.
points.
I know, he
We-
was so excited.
We talked about that. I went up to him. I was like, Smitty, what's the over under for points this year? I said 5 and I said over. He's already at 2, so I'm looking pretty good right now myself.
Are they Phantoms? Did you give it to
He
him?
scored them. No, he scored those goals.
He scored.
So
I said to him, go sit right in front of the net.
Yeah.
And don't move until you get a fucking point.
actually, I wasn't even keeping that one. I think it was getting ready for my other game because I came out on the bench and I was like,
Right.
Smitty, how you doing? He told me he scored. So that's how I found out. Babcock 1, Babcock 2, Babcock 3. If your name's Babcock, you're probably playing on the Donkeys.
Right? I want to see Mrs. Babcock come and coach them or something.
Yeah, I know we need some more family. They could probably just put in a Babcock team eventually. Travis
Cox? I think.
Cox.
He's the
Cox.
goal.
What a good name.
He's the goalie.
Yeah. So I don't know too much about you, Travis, but
I know he played years ago because
solid.
he's got an old jersey of a team. I think they were called like the Dusters or something. Like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And he looked like Stephen Thomas because Stephen Thomas has that same gray jersey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he played on that team too as a player and filled in as a goalie or something with Jesse and Michelle, like
Oh,
and
okay.
Tyler
Yeah.
Moore.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
a while ago.
Alex Hitchings, that's another name I don't recognize. Maybe you
Long time
recognize it,
defenseman.
but yeah, okay.
Alec has been around for a while. I think Alec maybe was off or something, but has come back.
Dan,
Try and say that name.
I know I don't.
Just say Dan, the Italian defenseman on the Donkeys. Like it's funny as I wrote these names, I was like, we have a lot of Italians in our
Cianzone or
Ciancone?
Ciancone? Yeah, probably
Is that
Ciancone.
it?
That's probably what it would be.
Ciancone, huh?
Langell.
Alex, he scored
Alex, yeah.
a few,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
pretty well.
sure.
And I think that's it.
And the other guy, yeah.
Yeah, we already bunched those babs
I don't even
together.
know which one's the oldest and which one's the youngest anymore. Like it's hard to
It's all of
They all
big
look the
blur.
same, right?
Yeah.
So we got 2 teams left. And actually I think we play one of them next week. So you get to see those guys.
Oh,
Let's jump into the Warriors. The Warriors, captained by the second best shot blocker in Durham inline, Thomas O'Connor. I love you, Thomas, but I'm not throwing Fleeter as number 2. He's my man.
hey, maybe if he showed up for every game for his team, he would be number one. But
Thomas?
he only seems to come to the end of the season lately.
Thomas?
Yeah, he missed I think a couple at the beginning there, but
he's a family guy.
yeah, no,
Family always.
great guy, another great guy.
Always.
Yeah,
The
nice
Warriors,
guy.
I love these guys. You got Brian Muse. Points. Holy shit, he put up.
He's playing forward again. He's playing with his boy and my boy.
The thing I love
other
about them
Bowman.
is that they try and they love it. They love it. And They love it. And they love it.
Those two together.
It's funny
man.
when I'm writing Bowman, I want to put a W. It's hard to write Bowman without spelling it correctly.
It's hard to write Bowman without a W.
Right? But you got Cody Bowman, who is always lethal. You got another one that's lethal, Matty Mancera.
Matty Mancera.
They pulled
Another fellow ball hockey guy I played with before.
Matty Mancera, yeah. What, in a gym?
No, it was at Children's.
Oh, really?
I think our team was 0-10. He led our team with like 5 points. All goals, no assists. We don't have to talk about that, Matty, but
Let's go to
another
the
good
next
guy.
guy here. Another former bunny, Troy. Troy doesn't need a last name. Everybody knows Troy. Just
I think he scored in that game. If I remember, maybe he didn't, but I think he had about 6.
Oh, he went hard. He
point
went
goals.
hard. That's
yeah.
who he is. They got Aaron Sue, who's defenseman
Sweet.
through the Sue. He plays D. Doesn't try any more than playing D. Another defenseman that blocks a shit ton of shots.
Actually, I think Aaron scored a nice clapper.
Oh, he's got a hammer when he does.
I think he
when
did.
does hit it. It's like a golf shot. Like he doesn't hit the floor.
He got a nice one,
Hits the
if
ball.
I remember correctly.
Another shot blocker in Sam Mills. A guy I was super happy to see. You probably don't know this guy. He's been a few years since he's been around, and he looks like he looks like Happy Gilmore's caddy. Jay Robinson, good to see you back, Jay. I know he scored a big goal too, a big shot from the point. But his hair, his beard.
That's funny because I saw him, but I didn't know who it was. But now that you said his caddy, yeah.
Wicked dude. And the Warriors were able to come up with a new free agent signing too. They were on a shorter bench with only 8 skaters. They picked up a guy that's played Tier 1, Tier 2.
I see that now. I didn't see that before.
Played hockey all throughout, yeah. And
a good pickup.
Paul Karam. That's what I told him. I said, Thomas, like you're going to be really, really content with Paul.
You missed a big one there.
Joining your team.
Who's
no,
there?
I didn't. I wasn't done. Because how could you finish off without talking about their fresh new face in net? He's not even a fresh new face because he's been around. Last year, he put up some numbers last year. Brandon Bowman. I got to watch you in this past week. Fuck, I didn't realize, dude. Are you an actual goalie? Because you looked good. You were in good position. You made some big saves. There was even there was one for sure, one redirect that I saw that you ended up getting like a back leg on, and I was like, wow, this dude's compete level is through the roof. Yeah. If that's the way you're going to play this year for the Warriors might be a good team. Well, I know they're already I know they're already a good team, but I'm talking like this is an 8-team division now. I'm not talking in a 4-team division being good or bad. 8-team division being good that's respectable. Because before we go on to that last thing, that's what I wanted to say. With us breaking down, we all know that, right? We all know nearing the end of the year, there's going to be 4 teams playing for the top and 4 teams playing for the bottom. There's one thing I want to get straight for everybody. I'd rather finish in 4th place than finish in 5th place. The goal of the season is to get to the top.
Yeah.
You want to be in the top division. You want to play against the best players. You want to get to where the games really mean the most. That's what I'm saying. To be in the top half is a better win than being in the bottom half.
Sorry, I think we just got our first ever Durham Inline breaking news while doing a podcast.
Really?
I just found out I got a new puck teammate. And I kind of want to say it right now because it was appointed by Leacher himself, so I know he knows already. Apparently, Mr. Gribben is going to be playing.
He's
on
coming
my team.
back. Nice.
So I'm happy to see that. I just got a nice.
I don't want to play against him.
A nice message from Shelly, so we brought him in to face you guys.
God damn it.
I'm excited. I'm happy about that. We needed a defenseman, and
anyway.
Grib is a hell of a defenseman. So
I'm so happy that Billy's
that's
coming
awesome.
back. I love.
Sorry, I just thought that was cool.
I'm just gonna go to whatever side Gribbs is not on.
Okay.
Hopefully it's your side, mother.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's go on to the final. That's cool though. Breaking news.
Yeah.
That was the first time in history.
Yeah.
Season 2,
cool.
episode 1. That is neat. Thank you for that, Tyler. Move on. Wild Stallions, last team in ball.
I was gonna say, because we already said it, the other Caskanet, but he's not really the other Caskanet. He's Cass. Matty Cass. Just that the rock of that team. Just unreal player too. Like again, when that guy shows up, you can tell he's there. When he's not there, you can tell he's not there. Like always.
Right? Yeah,
he's been consistent for a year, and this is I think one of the only teams that maybe besides like one or two that are returning. I don't think there's any new players on this team. I'm pretty sure, unless it's that one there. Okay, that's what I was thinking as well, but I wasn't sure. So David Taylor. Do you know,
David Taylor.
You know much about him?
I'm just I'll quickly tell you what Cass told me last week about him. He was a semi-pro goaltender. Overseas, I believe, is what he said. And he's going to give player a shot. So obviously he's got some hockey sense. He's got some smarts, and that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm always down to have new guys, especially when they're good dudes. And if Matty says you're a good dude, then David, you're a good fella. Good to have you.
So, okay, just looking here. Sorry, there's something I wanted to check on my phone because I thought I saw another Andrews on the Stallions.
You did at
but
the
I don't
very
know
beginning of the season.
So now there's just one?
Yeah.
Just Glenn. Okay, that's all I was going to say. So, Glenn, glad to have you back, buddy. Always great to see you.
I don't think Kyle could this year.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into Jeff Roy, Jeff Waugh, whatever you want to call him. I believe it's Roy.
Jeff's 17-foot reach, Roy.
Probably one of the best pair of hands I've seen on a guy you never expected from
so
at all.
Tall.
And that's no shot at you at all, Jeff. That's just looking at you. You don't look like you're going to be able to have the hands that you do. And
Jeff's a good hockey player.
Oh, unreal.
I bet you he's really good on the
You think he fools you with all that ice gear because you're like, oh, this guy's wearing all his ice gear, and then he just so mobile still.
Right?
It's hard to move in those hockey pants, and he does it well. Jebediah, Johnny Douglas, good to have you back, buddy.
Jebediah, one of the most unselfish guys there is.
Exactly,
for sure.
James Wade,
another
great defenseman. One of the few guys with
good
the
thing about Wade is he can
full
play
cage.
up or down.
Yeah,
he can do it all.
Casper again.
Casper detained
Titus,
right? I didn't think Casper was going to play, and I got to come outside and see him on Sunday, and I was happy to see him.
He was there. He's already got his videos up. Go check out Casper Titus on YouTube there if you want to see yourself get scored on, because he won't show anything else except for his goals.
Casper shows his highlights for a reason.
Yeah.
You got some guys coming back that haven't played in a bit.
Mike Fudge.
Michael
Fudge.
Michael Back Tattoo Fudge.
Oh, God.
No, I talked to him about it. It's not my style, but fuck, it's nice. It's hardcore. But
yeah, no, Fudgy's back, and I mean, I think he's.
I heard Fudgy got hit in the old gonads on.
I was gonna say I think we already had our first Fudge down.
Our first Fudge roll around. What's the over under? Anyway, move on.
Good to have you back, Fudgy. Nicky Bosco back on the Stallions. Where, in my opinion, I feel like to me that's normal.
You want to talk about a guy that has hands that you wouldn't necessarily expect it. I'm knocking Nicky's skating, but I'm knocking Nicky's skating. I mean, anyone that watches knows he's not obviously he's fast. Just if you know, you know, But Bosco's got hands. Was that awkward? Was that awkward?
No,
sorry.
I loved it. It was great. Probably.
It's almost time to go partake.
Tall drink of water there too. And
he's just a good
handsome
dude,
looking
man.
devil.
Yeah, he shows up in his big truck. And he's ready to just snipe. That's Nicky.
Mitch Orwell.
Mishy is back.
Yeah, looks
we'll
like
talk about a guy that's going to score a lot.
Looks like
he's going to come back. I can already feel it. Mish is probably about 26, but it has a
Now,
has
was
a
he on
bunch
the
of
roster
kids.
last season, but he got hurt or something? Or
I don't know.
I don't remember. I feel like I saw him before, but yeah.
But he's gonna come back. He's like 26, and he's gonna talk about how he's so old and tired and slow. And I'm gonna say, shut up, buddy. But he does have kids in that ages yet. But Mish, I expect something from you because I remember when you played before, you were good, man. I was surprised at how good you were. I'm not gonna lie. You're good. If you get your mind right, you play properly, good team player, pass the ball around, move it around. You're a good hockey player, man.
Chris Lothier.
What a goalie.
Who's that guy?
He's the only goalie that's playing in 2 tiers.
Yep.
And
As a goalie.
yeah, and I'm excited that he is because Chris is just overall not even like take outside the fact that he's a good goalie. Overall, he's a fucking awesome dude. Really, how many times have I said that tonight alone? Really good guy, really good guy. So basically, what I'm saying is, boys, thanks for being kick-ass because you make our jobs easier. It's harder. It's harder to get offside and chirp you guys when you guys are that good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's still lots of chirps, but that's our
Yeah,
ball.
I was gonna say, unless
rosters.
there might be 1 or 2 changes, who knows what happens.
I mean,
but
they're the 2 Jesse and Karam were the 2 late add-ons.
yeah,
There's teams that are already sitting with a full roster. So I mean, we're week 1 in. If you don't know the stats and the standings and stuff, get onto that www.durhaminlinehockey.com. Check it out. And then, as I'm saying that too, don't forget next week, do your hair because Sassy wants a picture of you guys so that he can put it all up for each individual player profile on the website. This guy's already got one.
Yeah. Brent, bring your suit again.
No, I think
actually I think Brent's actually away. I think he's playing.
Sassy would prefer you to be wearing a team jersey. I think.
Yeah,
I think that's a better.
That's
look.
what I think. We did just a team jersey over.
It's a better look.
Yeah.
So be ready for that, boys. Look out for Sassy on the photos. We can go over what the games are next week if you want to quickly.
Yeah,
we don't play till a bit later. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that?
No.
I'm excited to be back.
Saying,
you guys have.
It's super early. Like, we got to see how everything kind of pans out, how we see. Like,
well, that's why we didn't want to dive into stats. That's why we didn't want to dive into any of that.
There's still a couple changes to make, so it's just
we just wanted to give you the rosters, give you everybody's name. Everybody knows who to look for, and I'm already scouting. Like I write these names down, and I think about everything in my head. What this guy does more, how frequent he does this, and. Does he turn right? Does he turn left? Is he a heavy shooter? Is he a passer? So go through these names, check these guys out, have some fun with it. Those are the rosters. What are the games next week, though, buddy?
2 p.m. We got the Swamp Donkeys versus Dirty Mike and the boys.
You see, so
Dirty Boys.
The Dirty Boys.
I think
Heminger understand tier 2 goalies. But have fun this week, boys, donkeys, and dirty boys. Let's see what everybody's got. This is what it's all about. We play everybody once, and then we have the ability to decipher who should potentially be where and even things out even better. But donkeys versus dirty boys should be a good first game of the day.
I mean, should we make predictions or should we just kind of give it? Yeah,
it's too early.
I don't want to. Yeah,
it's been a long pod already. You guys are probably getting bored of seeing us.
Might have to do this in a 2-parter. Depends how. Yeah, it depends how long we have it here. I feel like it's over an hour.
49.
Okay. Yeah, I might split it in 2. I think this one. But I'll put them out at the same time, so it won't really matter. Just less editing for me.
3 p.m. We got the New World Roller versus the Warriors. That's going to be a really good game. I'm actually...
Listen here, brother.
Oh, yeah, brother. Let me tell you a little something about the NWRC.
What did I do?
I don't know. but that's going to be a good game. No, NWR Warriors. It's going to be good. Like, honestly.
I love it. That's a great name.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where those two teams will stack up.
And then one of my favorite teams, other than the Bunnies, is probably the Warriors, just from the guys that are on there. I love those guys. That's going to be, I think, a really great matchup, honestly. I will definitely be watching that one. I don't know if I'll be timekeeping or if I'll be walking around, but I'm making sure I'm watching that one way or the other.
That 4 p.m. is going to be
Amigos versus the Mutts.
That's going to be a doozy.
And this is what I was saying last week. I don't remember if it was too. I was like, poor Amigos. The first team they faced was another Tier 1 team from last year because they sadly never won. So I think this would be the best chance for the Amigos to show what they're made of. And that's no knock at the Mutts. Like, the Mutts are the top of the Tier 2, if you want to call it Tier 2.
Sid's got to be big.
Yeah.
And Amigos, don't get down on Sid. It's, we've all had goalies in our times to maybe have to have an off day here and there, but don't get down on those guys because when the cards really need shuffling, those guys.
I gotta say something too though. I played a ton of hockey, maybe not as much as you because you're an old man, but I don't think I've ever had a goalie as vocal as Sid Davis.
It's a big benefit.
So
big benefit.
Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about.
It'll be a fun game too to see where both of those teams stack.
Absolutely.
I'm excited for those, and because we play right after.
Yeah.
And we play our summer.
Yeah. I would say almost a little bit of a rival.
Yeah.
In some sorts of the ways.
Yeah.
I love facing the Stallions. It's always a good matchup against those Stallions.
So.
Yeah, that's what it is. I love it. He's got that camera on. One time,
like, send me that.
The last time we played, though, he made me look absolutely stupid. And it was the biggest veteran move I've ever seen. Yeah. He knew that ball was going to drop, waited for that bounce. I swiped my stick. He went in, scored. Got it all on camera. It's on YouTube. Don't
Casper, I'll see you this weekend. I hope you're there, buddy.
Yep.
Then we got our puck.
We got some puck.
6 and 7. I know the 6-1, you guys matter, but the 7 p.m. is huge. So you talk about the 6 p.m. game, my friend, because I want the 7 p.m. game.
Well, Stevie Goodfellow coming back from Jamaica is bringing his squad. And sadly, we just found out recently that our buddy, good old referee, Bryce Matthews, looks like it's going to be a longer-term injury. And we were hoping we were just talking. He's like, I think I'm going to be able to play next week. Sadly, it doesn't even look like he's going to be able to play this season. So hope you get better there, Bryce. But apparently,
sucks. But I really love having you as a ref. So there's like this little part of me that's like, oh, buddy, too bad. But Bryce, I care.
Yeah, for sure. I think they got. I don't know if it maybe was the other Wilson or someone else. It's a Stevie. One of Stevie's guys will come up and play that game, and I believe he will be on their team. No, and I believe he will stay on that team as far as what I saw from Stevie. So it looks like they're going to be okay, and we'll have a pretty similar team to last week, which is pretty good. They beat us, so probably one of the better goalies in puck, and that's not a shot at the other goalies. Jeff was unreal last game. That's all I have to say. But they're going to have their best offensive challenge in Joey Vicino's team.
Well, Vicino's shot on Jeff before. Jeff's stopped a lot of Vicino shots.
I wouldn't even say that's just a Jeff. That's just
scored a lot on Jeff. Too.
That's Steve's team. Like Vicino is Vicino. Like that guy, man. I was watching him out there. Well, because I was timekeeping. I think that was the first time I actually got to watch Joey Vicino for a full game. Well, just pure watching it. Incredible.
As long as Joey keeps being that team player, moving that puck around.
He was being talking to the guys.
Being the leader. Yeah, because like.
I know he was getting my buddy Zach.
You're the best, bud. Keep pushing your other guys.
Getting the buddies like Zach right in there.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah, pushing those guys to go.
See. Yeah, because I'll lean on guys like that.
Yeah,
too,
absolutely.
For sure. How do you not? So that's the 6 p.m. game. I got the 7 p.m. game.
I was gonna say.
We got Team Brandon Camisa, and we've got Team Tyler Daniel. And that's all I really have to say about that.
Really?
Except for the fact that I get to play against this fucker next week. And I don't think I've ever played against him.
I think my hip injury is actually coming back. So
yeah. That's it. But here's the thing. Team Brandon Camisa
What did Kamisa have 8 goals that first game? Holy
is
shit!
so
Man.
good. Not only is he big, not only is he strong, not only does he have great hockey IQ, but he's just a great teammate. Like he's an actual he's a gem to be around. He's a good dude. I don't have that roster in front of me, but I know a lot of these guys. I'm on this team myself. I am lucky to be a part of it.
Sassy's on there. They got
I don't want
a
to
couple
name
hidden
one
gems
or
there.
two,
Yeah, we got some hidden gems there. So
I love them all.
We're watching you
I
guys.
love them all. We get to play against you.
Well, let's kind of get into my squad then a little bit. Newer guys. I think we have some of the newer guys for at least that puck division.
Durham, but
Definitely not new to hockey and roller.
You talked how good these guys skated around.
Absolutely. We had, Jacob Curry, I believe, is our new one. He was, I think, a little under the liquor weather. Didn't show up, but we did have.
Stealing the Stevie quote there.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's when you know you're hurting.
Manny.
Yeah, I've heard good things about him.
Oh,
I can't wait to be there next week.
Great player.
I'm super stoked to give Puck a whirl, especially with this group. That's funny because it seems like all 4 groups are really, really fair, really even, really good dudes. So I don't know. We're pushing now 56 minutes.
Oh, I'm going to split it into it.
Some of these have probably started to fade. And we're sorry. It's episode 1.
We'll split it in 2. It'll be a 2-parter, so it won't look as bad. And then you got an extra one to watch. It's almost like 2 mini podcasts in one there. So I was just saying, my guys, we got like Manny, we got Aiden, McNally. I got a bunch of mutual friends with those guys, and I've heard some good things.
Well, we're gonna go over those puck rosters next week.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna.
I was just kind of going over the new guys.
For sure, and I can't wait to see
them. And then Grip now our new
watch
addition.
them.
So yeah,
I can't wait to
excited.
Watch them for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really anything else left to talk about. I think we nailed it.
Well, hopefully at the time we already have our. Do you want to talk about our little Instagram thing or?
We can, yeah.
Because I think by now, like when this gets out, we'll probably have.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly the ins and the outs of a contest or whatever, but we do have 2 free passes to skate with the Oshawa Generals, and that's courtesy That's one thing we haven't mentioned, and I'm sorry because I'm going to take too much. But Northern Tokes has thrown us this great little package here to give us 2 free passes to skate with the Oshawa Generals.
Yeah.
So Northern Tokes, we appreciate you and everything you have done for us, and we look forward to going forward with you guys.
So I was going to say, if you want any part of that or you want to see about that, make sure you're following us on Instagram and social media and stuff.
Right.
I'm sure we'll post in the Durham Midline group as well somehow. And
the same goes for if you want to get that discount with the Northern Tokes.
Yeah,
too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just head on in and show them that little pass. If you haven't received
for our newer guys too,
just talk to some shoot me a holler. I've got quite a few left. They'll take care of you over there.
Yeah.
But here at Durham Inline, we've been doing some really cool things. I know Tyler and I had a chance for a couple weeks off during the Christmas break to talk over some new ideas. That's why we decided today to give you each individual roster. So be excited because no offsides. We're going to change some things up, but we're going to stay the same. We're going to just add and tweak, and we do have some other big no offside news. We forgot to mention about our new hire. I
don't think it was forgot to mention. I think just saving the best for last. Maybe our little no offsides news.
That's it. We didn't mention, like, we didn't leak. We didn't let the cat out of the bag per se. But we held job interviews for like a week and a half, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
We had guys coming.
Night and day.
Yeah, it was absolutely wild. Well, you were able to take care of the day shift. I had to take care of the night shift for the interviews. We had people coming from all over the country. It was pretty intense, but we were here. And I'm just gonna pull it.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think.
Pull it up here. Sorry, go on.
Your buddy Roman was just so close, but just couldn't get his intangibles in order and whatnot.
The thing was Roman could not. He could not get the work visa.
Yeah, it was just disappointing.
Right? So
we pushed for it, but sorry guys, I don't know if we're going to see
We
any
need to go back to
here.
the drawing board,
Yeah.
and we interviewed and interviewed and interviewed. And we got a special role going here where we just brought on this guy. He's actually, I think he's from Pickering, Ontario. Mob McKenzie. Mob has been around the sporting world for quite a while. Mob McKenzie used to work for, I think it was, oh my God, it's slipping my tongue right now. Mob will let us know his background in sports and where he's been.
I think I've seen one or two maybe rap videos by this guy as well under a different name, but
for sure, Mob. He's got a lot of
some the guys will
aliases.
see that. Yeah.
This is I think this is his sports talk kind of alias.
Yeah.
So we're happy. Durham Inline is happy. No Offsides has brought in. What is his official title? He's the inside reporter.
Insider analyst, whatever you want to call
Inside
it.
analyst, inside
Yeah.
reporter.
Yeah.
Look out for my guy, our guy, Mob McKenzie. He kind of looks like that guy from TSN, that insider.
Okay.
But Mob, welcome to No Offsides. We're grateful to have you on. And that's, I don't know, boys. I'm going outside. I'm going to partake. Thanks to Northern Tokes.
Yep.
We hope you guys have a great week. Can't wait to see you on Sunday.
See you at the rink, boys. Till next time.
Don't forget that this episode of No Offsides has been brought to you by Northern Tokes. Northern Tokes, be open.